Huh. That's absurd! Right!
Really now?
Ugh, what an embarrassing performance. This will require a strict training regimen.
So, this is the infamous demon drill instructor I've heard so much about.
Shh! She'll hear you! Kisara! Lord Dohalim! Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong? We took care of the Zoogle that was attacking the ranch.
You did? That's great news. However, something more urgent has come up now. After you left, we received a report from the Darkwings.
The Darkwings? From Niez?
The city's Dahnans and Renans are provoking each other, and the Darkwings say they can't control the situation for much longer. So they say...
I know. You want us to return, right?
It sounds like the situation must have worsened if they sent such an urgent backup request.
Undoubtedly. And we just came from Niez. Are you still coming with us?
I want to be with you all. And also, I want to be of use.
You've definitely proven you can take care of yourself just fine.
It's settled then. Back to Niez.
What are those guys in Niez trying to start?
Even if they don't have weapons. Renans have astral arts.
Yes, but what about the...
Zoogles are inside the city.
I don't know if it was the Dahnans or the Renans who did it, but someone must have let them in.
But how? The Renans can't control them anymore, right?
We've got to figure that out. And get rid of all the Zoogles in the city.
There are too many for us to split up and fight in groups.
I'll take a look around.
Oh, right. If you turn invisible, you can walk right past the Zoogles.
Go ahead, but be careful.
I'll be fine.
Now then, let's hunt some Zoogles.
Just what were they thinking, letting Zoogles into the city?
I'm sure they weren't thinking that far ahead.
Well, they should have. Now they're putting their own people in danger.
We've got to take care of it ourselves. Damn it.
Pierce through!
Flying freak!
Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
All yours, Kisara.
I'm worried about Nasamil. Let's finish this.
Indeed. We need to get this situation under
Like
control.
Mog, right. There's only one thing for us to do.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alvin.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you.
No escape!
Far enough! Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
What about Nasamil? Did she go already?
I think so.
Let's hurry before she gets too far ahead. A Zoogle body. Not just that.
It can't be. The hollowing?
Hey, you okay?
Zoogle carcasses and the hollowing. What happened?
That brat. That damn Renan Lord's brat. She dissolved the Zoogles in a flash and then...
You're saying Nasamil did this? The dead Zoogles? And the hollowing too?
The hollowing is what remains after matter has been stripped of all its astral energy. Nazamil gathered astral energy for a powerful astral art before. So maybe...
Hollowing in this city? This is not good.
we should hurry and catch up with her.
Do Dahnans and Renans really want to fight so badly that they're willing to expose their own people to danger? I refuse to accept the idea that things were peaceful back when we were oppressed by force.
More of the hollowing. And another body.
Hey, at least Nazamil is trying to save these folks, right?
Yeah, but I'm worried. Is Nazamil in there?
The trail of hollowed leads into the plaza. She must be...
We've got to hurry. Out of our way, damn it! We have to get to the plaza. Stay out of our way!
Don't get reckless. Focus on the enemies in front of you.
I know! Sonic thrust! Pierce
Glacial
through!
Spear! Here's evil! Ready! Hurt angry! Think again! This one's
Got flyers.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Light burst forth!
Radiant citizen! Glacial
There's
Spear!
more of them?
Here's
It's
evil!
like they're being drawn to the plaza.
Could whoever's responsible for this also be there?
I believe so. Nazamil is likely there as well.
Dohalim! Immobilize that one!
Indeed. That does seem wise.
Now let's turn the tide. Reinforcements incoming!
Not a problem!
I owe you one. Take this!
Armor won't save you!
I'm not done! You're finished!
In a bind?
More Zucos?
Keep calm and take them down!
Swallow blade!
Freeze laser! Going in!
You're mine! Strike!
Flaming meteor!
Inferno
crossing!
Going in!
Do it! You're
Inferno! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
We made it nice and cold.
With prickles on top.
Swallow blade!
Here goes!
You're mine!
Watch
I'm not
this!
done! Now! Take this! Lunar Rondo! I'm not done! Here I come!
Make it rain!
No escape!
More? Take this!
I'm not done! You're finished!
I never miss!
Here I come!
This is it! Reinforcement hurricane strike! Lightning strike!
No escape!
Hurricane far enough!
I'm not done!
There!
Anything in armor is all mine!
I'll incinerate! Swallow blade! Now!
I'm going to need
Now you see what I can do!
to accomplish
You see what happened there as you crossed me? Shouldn't have done
Take
that!
this! Not a chance! Sonic thrust! It's over!
Swallow dance!
More? I'm not done! No escape!
Blazing flame!
It's over!
I'm on it!
Swallow Blade! Take this!
Swallow
Dare!
Swallow Blade!
Here
Do
it! Great! Next, my turn!
Where are you going?
Don't stop your movement!
This is it!
Swallow Blade!
There!
Strike! Talon Hurricane! Try this! Rip it clear! Not a chance! The
I
flame
never
inside me
miss.
yearns to be let free!
Let's finish this! This is it!
Eat dirt! Swallow Dare! That freaking does it!
I'm ready! Let me show you what my art
No
can do!
escape!
Rise and
No
shine!
further! No
Hurricane
escape!
strike!
First strike!
Flaming meteor!
Move it long! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
The way is clear.
Hurry, to the plaza.
She's a monster! She melted it! Just stay back!
Are you okay?
Alvin!
Hold your fire! Nazamil saved your lives!
The hell she did? She's a monster! How could the hero of Dahna defend this abomination? I don't get it! Whose side are you on anyway?
Are you okay, Nazamil?
Well, if he refuses to do it... I don't get it. Why would the hero...
How dare you?
What the hell? Why are you turning on us? We're not the enemy. That thing's the one you should fight.
I fought to save the oppressed. I fought to save all the innocent people of this world. If you would stoop so low as to harm an innocent... You are my enemy!
Were you able to find out who could have let the Zeugles in?
It was those men in the plaza. They burned some kind of incense that attracts Zeugles. Where would they even get something like that? For now, most of those behind the scheme have been detained. I owe you.
Dahnans are one thing, but can you even catch Renans?
You may find it hard to believe, but there are Renans that don't want to fight. But more pressing than that
Is the hollowing, and everything that happened at the plaza.
yes. Rumors are already spreading like wildfire throughout the city. About Nazamil and Alphen both.
Alphen.
I ended up drawing my blade on those that turned to me for help. I used force on people who thought differently from me. Just like the enemies we all fought against. But what choice did I have?
I think it'd be best for you to leave Niez for a bit. Just until things cool down. I hate to say it, since I'm the one who called you back here and all.
But why? Alphen saved my life. He didn't do anything wrong.
Nazamil.
Why is Alphen the one being punished? Why not me?
It's okay. It isn't Bayfon's fault.
But...
It's fine. I'll do as you say, and leave for a while.
I'll tell everyone what really happened. How none of you are to blame.
it doesn't make any sense.
We rushed to their aid, and this is how they treat us?
Enough, Law.
It would be too difficult to reach another city at this hour. Camping might be our best bet today.
What did you find? I didn't know.
About Niez and the hollowing? Of course you didn't know. We never told you about it.
But those people hate Alphen now.
It's not your fault.
But...
If anything, it was my fault. This happened because I couldn't control my anger.
You didn't start it. They were going to hurt Nazamil.
Unfortunately, if you favor either side, the other will hate you. If you treat them equally, then they both will. People have strong opinions when it comes to the Blazing Sword. Pleasing everyone will hardly be a simple matter.
What about you, Dohalim? As the final lord, you're in a similar position, don't you think?
True. Some turn to me for help, while others despise me. All simply because I am a lord. But compared to the symbol that Alphen must bear, my burden is quite light.
People can be entitled about these kinds of things. If they assume someone is there to help them, they're doubly disappointed when that's not the case. In that, Dahnans and Renans are the same.
So, what will we do now?
Let's go back to Vicent for now. We can decide whether to divide up or not once we get there. So noisy. Is it morning already?
Wake up, everybody! Hurry!
What's wrong?
Nazamiel's gone.
What? You sure she's not just taking a walk around while invisible?
Apparently not. She left behind a letter.
To my friends.
My first friends. It made me happy that I could help all of you. It made me happy to earn your praise. I don't want my friends to be sad. I don't want anyone to hate you. You all taught me that my power can be of use. So, I'm going to see if there isn't something I can do.
What is this? What are you planning on doing, Nazamiel? Somewhere nearby, aren't you? Please say something, Nazamiel! Nazamiel! It's been weeks. We're still searching for Nazamiel, using Vicent as our base of operations. She was so happy to finally make some friends. Where could she be? What is she up to? Wherever she is, regardless of how much we continue to search, we still haven't managed to find a single trace of her. And, once again, I find myself... She was spotted on Cyslodia Highway, correct?
Yes, but we don't know that it was actually Nazamiel. All we know is that they saw a Renan-looking girl wandering around by herself.
I hope we find her this time.
Even if it isn't her, it's dangerous for anyone to be alone outside the city. Let's go. Okay, off we go.
Around here?
I think so. The people who saw her were a little fuzzy on the details.
Let's expand the range of our search a bit.
Zeugles are still pretty common out here. We'd better find her soon.
Look! There's someone over there!
Yes, but it isn't Nazamiel.
Well, let's go take a look anyway. Are you this kid's mom? I'm glad everyone's all right.
Are you going to kill us now?
What?
Or are you going to take my daughter away and brainwash her?
Wait, it's not like that!
Lies! I know who you are. The blazing sword of Dahna is here to oppress us! And if we fight back, we die! I've heard it all!
No, listen!
I never should have come here! I'm leaving!
Wait, you...
Don't come any closer!
Well, that wasn't Nazamil.
Seemed like she wanted to move to Vicente, but in the end, she probably wouldn't have been able to fit in. I feel sorry for her child. Are you okay?
This isn't the first time this has happened. Let's go back to Vicente.
What was up with that woman and her daughter? And here we were worried about them.
It's all right, Law.
Even knowing how deep-rooted the conflict between Renans and Dahnans is, it's still difficult to accept that some people just won't listen.
Right. But... putting all the blame for what happened on one person? It's irrational.
How many times do I have to tell you? We cannot allow that!
What's wrong with asserting a right that I obviously have?
Not again.
Fine. If it's come to this, I'll use my astral arts to show you who your master is.
Enough!
Why, you insolent!
This man wishes to emigrate here, but is demanding preferential treatment because he's a Renan.
That's not how things are done here. Did you come here without knowing that?
Lord Dohalim. I had heard talk, of course, but I considered the rumors too preposterous to believe. So, it's true. The Blazing Sword and the Lord are working in league with one another. What an affront to our people!
Thank you for your help. He wouldn't listen to reason.
Lately, more and more Renans and Dahnans are acting like that.
It's true. I'm trying to think of solutions, but it's a very delicate situation.
Oh, one other thing. Droshin from the Department for Welfare was looking for you all. He says he has something to discuss.
Alphen. It's difficult to receive such hostility from a stranger. I know I've experienced it myself, but...
Don't worry.
Nazamil, where have you...
Be patient. Just for a little longer.
Nazamil, come back! I want to talk...
Nazamil was right here. Maybe we can... it's no good. There are too many people.
What did she mean by be patient? And why appear now of all times?
We spent so long searching for her. Was she actually watching us the whole time?
Please forgive me for summoning you all. I was hoping I could ask you to deliver a personal correspondence to Cyslodia.
A delivery? Isn't that a job for the Service Corps?
Usually, yes. Truth be told, they aren't too fond of the core over there as of late.
Really? The letter is for Bregan of the Silver Swords, right? I can't see him being upset about it.
He isn't the issue. It's the citizens of Cysloden. They're not just wary of Renans, but Dahnans too.
Makes sense. It is Cyslodia after all.
I see. And you've come to us because you think no one would risk interfering with us. Is that it?
Yes. Of course, I don't think such a task would require all of you to carry it out.
What do you want to do? It's possible Nazamiel will come back here.
Judging by that interaction, I don't think we'll see her again. Until she's ready. In which case, it's meaningless to continue searching for her. I think we should stay together so we're not apart when she returns.
But...
What Dohalim says makes sense. Besides, we've been trying to find Nazamiel for a while. It would be good for you to focus on other things for a bit.
Yeah. All right then. We'll make the trip to Cysloden.
Thank you so much. Here is the letter.
So what's this correspondence about?
It's a formal letter between autonomous organizations.
If only we... could use Renan communication equipment.
True. There are so many Renan machines we've been unable to use since Lenegis collapsed.
I guess camping isn't so bad, as long as it's with good company.
It's as cold as ever here.
The sun may have come back, but this place is still in the mountains.
It will take time for the current amount of snow to melt down to this region's new normal.
I wasn't expecting you to come deliver a letter. Sorry for the trouble.
We heard they've been very critical of outsiders in Cyslodia of late.
Cyslodia still has almost no Renans, right?
The Renans are definitely all gone, but there's still some lingering uneasiness between the Dahnans here. And I keep hearing rumors about survivors of the Snake Eyes being active.
So, people will always fight, even among their own kind.
All you need for a disagreement is two people. If you want a reason, you can easily find one. Plus, this is Cyslodia. It takes time for deeply ingrained mindsets to change.
Time, huh?
Of course, there are some people trying to actively change things. Some are even inspired by what you all are doing. If you don't mind, I hope you'll have a look around town.
Thinking about the state of the city?
Yes. It's complicated, considering that peace was made possible by driving out the Renans.
The Dahnans here are still working on reconciliation just amongst each other. We can't afford to be too hasty.
It's awfully quiet for such a large city.
The snow muffles the noise somewhat, but the urge to keep quiet is also a hard habit to break.
Everyone's still avoiding eye contact. It's like nothing's changed.
It'll take more time for them to reach that level of comfort with other people.
Hey, you there. I knew I recognized you.
You're that...
Shh, not so loud.
What's wrong? The days of being monitored are long over.
Oh, come on. You didn't forget I used to be an informant, did you? Revenge and vigilante justice are officially prohibited, but still. Anyway, that's not why I'm here.
What, is something the matter?
Yeah, a pal of mine left town and I haven't heard from him since. It's been 3 whole days.
Why not ask the Silver Swords? They should listen, regardless of your past.
You think I'd be suffering in silence if it were that easy?
Is there more to the story then?
You ask for help, then clam up. Not exactly what I'd call trustworthy.
Please, you're the only ones I can turn to.
Maybe we should help him out.
Law?
So, this guy's really a friend of yours?
Yeah, I'm not lying.
All right, we'll search for him.
You seem strangely supportive of him, Law.
I mean, sure, he used to be an informant. But he's clearly trying to change his ways. I just want to help him with that.
I agree. In times like these, respecting someone's wish to start over seems more important than ever.
It must be hard to still be afraid to talk to each other, even after a whole year has passed.
I guess people like us will just have to keep doing our best to help things change.
Ooh! Ooh! He's saying the king is calling for him. I think.
Whoa, that's a big one. Yeah, that one sure felt good.
Lunar Corruption! Hurricane Strike! Lightning Strike! I'm surrounded! Lunar Corruption!
Where's the shot?
Gemini Aqua!
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Rising Wyvern!
Inferno Crossing! Do it!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's keep up the
back.
pace.
You're mine! No escape!
Hurricane
It's over!
Glacial Spear!
Here
Hit
goes!
Flame inside me! Yours to be let free! Rising Wyvern!
I'll stop your movement.
Do it! You're mine! I'm not done!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Thanks for the cover, Kisara.
You weren't too shabby yourself.
That food there looks pretty tasty.
Yep, we can fix that new recipe with it.
I eagerly await the final result.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
You picked the wrong fight! Take this!
Hurricane Strike! Where are you going?
Strike!
Going in!
Try this on for size!
Pierce through!
Going in!
Freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Look sharp!
Infernal Torrent! I'm not done!
What's this?
Hurricane
I'm going to
You're
use
mine!
all the power of my
I'm
healing
not
arts to accomplish
In a vine?
Lunar
Swallow dance!
I really owe you
Take
one.
this!
Inferno Crossing!
You're finished!
One more!
You're mine!
Anything in armor is
Strike! My turn!
burning! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting. In these temperatures, collapsing outside of town is practically a death sentence.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
I wonder what the reason is. We're not dealing with a criminal, are we? Someone's there.
It's a Renan, and he appears to be injured.
Thanks a lot. I went to gather herbs, but I got injured and couldn't move.
Say, you don't happen to have a Dahnan friend, do you?
Why do you ask?
So he's the one.
I knew it. Your friend asked us to find you.
He did? That idiot. What am I supposed to do if the people in town find out?
He must have been worried about you. Can you walk? Let's go back to town together.
No. I can't go to Cyslodia. They kicked out all the Renans. I'm going back to my hideout in the mountains. Tell him thanks for me, okay?
I never would have imagined his friend's a Renan.
It's no wonder he turned to us.
I wonder what their connection is.
I'm sure he can explain more.
A Renan and a former informant. Quite the odd couple.
So he didn't leave town. He was never in it to begin with.
We found your friend. He made it safely back to his home.
I see. That's good to hear. Now that you've met him, you know why I had to turn to you.
And may we ask how you know each other?
When people found out I was an informant, things got nasty. I fled town, which would have been fine, but it was too cold and I collapsed.
And that's when he saved you?
At first I was suspicious, but I can tell when someone's fishy or not, and I knew he was sincere about helping me.
Why does he keep living in those snowy mountains instead of moving to one of the other realms?
He says he loves the Cyslodian mountains. Can you believe it? A year ago when the skies were clear, he said he was simply stunned. Couldn't believe how beautiful it was. He's a good guy, interesting to talk to, and he knows a lot. In return, I get him what he needs to survive.
Sounds like a nice relationship.
I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna get moving before we draw attention. Thanks, you helped a lot. I guess people weren't joking about you being a hero.
Cyslodia looks the same as ever, but perhaps it actually has changed.
It bothers you, doesn't it? Being called a hero.
No.
Since we came all the way to Cyslodia, why not check out Calaglia too?
Calaglia? I mean, I guess it's not far from here. But what about Nazamil?
We're not going to be able to find her now. She'll come to us when she wants to. So it doesn't matter where we are.
Well, I don't mind. But what about you, Elfin?
Let's go. It's better than spinning our wheels here.
Okay. Calaglia, huh? I wonder how the Crimson Crows are doing.
Pretty much the same. Just doing a lot better these days, obviously. Huh?
What's the matter, Law?
It's just weird how quiet it is.
Are you sure? Isn't this how it normally is?
Usually there's a little more going on. Like, but there's none of that.
Now that you mention it, you're right. Did they halt the repairs or something? Well, if it isn't the blazing sword, and Law too.
Just call me Elfin.
But that's no way to speak to our hero and savior.
Hey, what's going on? It looks like the construction's on hold.
It is. Is that why you're here?
No, I was just wondering. Mind explaining?
You know how the Crimson Crows are in charge of reconstruction? Well, they've been busy lately. Which means the repairs on my house are taking forever. My family's tired of waiting so long. We could make some progress if we at least had materials, but those damn Zeugles.
So you want us to do something about that?
Yes! You can find what we need in the Iglia Wastes. Should be a cakewalk.
Talk about getting carried away. Sheesh.
I guess this is what heroes do now.
Alphen.
Still, we can't ignore this. Come on.
Something's bothering you again.
People rely on us because we're heroes.
Crap! Oh, hey!
Really?
I guess...
Well?
Yeah!
Sure.
That phrasing has got me especially curious.
What exactly can't be placed, and where? Could it have something to do with collecting clothing?
I don't know, but something seems off. Zeugles have... been gathering recently, huh? The Iglia Wastes haven't changed. Still nothing but Zeugles living here.
Not to be rude, but it's not exactly the sort of place I'd want to live anyway.
I wonder what we can make with this.
If you can't decide, I'll have it raw.
Hey, wait! Don't eat that!
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Huh? Is that what we're looking for?
I heard Calaglia's climate became milder after the worlds merged, but this is...
It has only become milder in comparison to before. If it were to change too fast, neither the people nor plant life would be able to keep up.
That's not quite what I meant.
I hope one day the people in this realm have enough water to go swimming whenever they want.
What's this thing?
There it is. That's our target.
I think I'll try to make that new recipe with this.
All right, but I'll decide how spicy it is.
What's this thing? What's this thing?
Everything we need is here.
Hopefully this will help the reconstruction start again.
You're lost in your thoughts again.
That was probably the blazing sword they needed, not me.
People who know you see you.
We all have a hard time with the discrepancy between our true self and the impression others have of us. But I doubt such knowledge will help you feel any better right now.
Hey, why don't we go back to Ulzebek? There's no point in staying here anyway.
Right. Let's go.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Don't get careless.
You're mine!
Don't tell me!
The
The
blazing sword's all down!
Searing flame! Reload! Not on my watch!
I'm not
I'm gone. Far enough.
Aim for the weak spot!
I'll finish you here and now!
Fury! Burning!
Piercing. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you. Where are you going?
You see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Take this!
Not today! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Back, are ya? How did it go?
Not bad. That should be all taken care of.
Oh, wow, that's great! I knew I could count on the blazing sword. Thank you, I really appreciate it.
The blazing sword until the bitter end, huh? I wonder what he would have done if I'd turned him down.
Well, I guess. He probably would have been disappointed that you couldn't help him.
But I can't help everyone. It's like I'm doomed to fail them. Sometimes I think Volron was right. This is my only choice. Drop everything every time someone needs help? Is that even me anymore? I talk to Nazamil like I'm some sort of role model. But look at me. What future?
Alphen.
I knew it would be like this if I came to the city. Why did I agree to come?
Alphen. Why did you save me? Was it just because you were a hero?
No, of course not. That's not it. I just...
You chose to fight because you had a reason, right? Regardless of what that reason may have been. Don't forget that you have friends. That there are people who can help guide you. That's part of the reason why I wanted you to come here with me. It's because I wanted to help remind you of that fact. From what I remember, there should be someone in this city who can help you in ways that the rest of us can't.
The Crimson Crows? No, not them. Doc. Right. Doc. Oh yeah, Doc's living in Ulzebek now. You're looking good, Doc.
You aren't looking too good yourself, though. I've been wondering when you'd show up. So, what is it? I don't know what you're struggling with, but just spit it out. That's the reason you've come here, isn't it?
I can't keep any secrets from you, can I? So, the truth is...
I see. So everyone comes to you asking for your help.
I don't mind being relied on. I mean, I'm happy to help. It's just that...
They take it for granted because you're a hero. That must be tough. I don't blame you.
I just don't understand. Renans hate me without question, while Dahnans call me a hero. Who in the world am I?
We spent such a long time as slaves. In some ways, I suppose we're still trying to get free. Listen, Alphen. How many hands do you have?
Hands? Well, I have 2.
And how many things can you hold at once with those 2 hands? You think the blazing sword can hold hundreds or thousands of things at once just because he's a hero? Nonsense.
Well...
All they see is the legend. They can't tell the difference between Alphen the person and Alphen the blazing sword. That's your real problem, isn't it? So you need to tell them. Remind them that you only have 2 hands.
Are you saying I should abandon people even when they're asking for my help?
Not at all. You want to help everyone. That's a great mindset, and there's nothing wrong with it. However, in order for you to meet everyone's needs, you would have to grow 1,000 hands. No, even 1,000 wouldn't be enough. You'd still miss something, and the people would still complain. All you can do is choose what's important to you. What will you do with just those 2 hands of yours? You are the one who decides, Alphen. Not the people, not the blazing sword, but you.
I decide. I decide for myself. I do.
Mosgul is being used as housing for Renans, so we can't go in.
The Renans there must be living pretty rough.
They say it's temporary until they can relocate to Pelagian, at the very least. I hear it's been improved quite a bit since Doc and I lived there.
What's going on?
I don't know, but it's gotta be something big. That's the blazing sword, you know.
Everyone, listen. I once fought with my friends against the Renan lords. I did so because I thought it was the way to save everyone. I always thought that I had an obligation to fight, to help those unable to fend for themselves. But I realized I was wrong. I can certainly fight to some extent, but I'm still just a human. I'm not a god or a hero.
What are you saying?
No way! You mean you're not going to help us anymore?
That's not what I'm saying. I want to do all I can. But not because I'm some hero. Not because anyone told me to. I want to do it because I choose to. Even so, there's a limit to what I can do. And that's why...
You're saying you'll be a hero, who helps when you're truly needed.
Nath.
When Zephyr died, we foisted that responsibility entirely on you, rather than sharing the burden. Eventually, you'll be gone, just like Zephyr. Everyone dies in the end, whether they are a hero or not. We need to learn to fend for ourselves, and not rely entirely on you, or on any individual for that matter. Am I right?
Right, exactly. I believe that is the path to real, lasting freedom. For all of us. But each and every one of you will need to work together. I'm asking for your help.
You heard him. The time for depending completely on others is over. From here on out, we have to find ways to do whatever we can on our own. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll be fine. Go ahead and leave the rest to us. You focus on yourself. I'm sorry for burdening you with so much up until now.
Thanks.
Feeling better?
Yeah. I guess, in the end, it seems I was bound by the word hero myself.
You freaked me out when you suddenly decided to talk to everyone on your own like that.
Those who depend entirely on others cannot truly call themselves free. A good lesson that we all should keep in mind.
The people here will eventually understand. I really believe that.
If everyone can learn to truly think and decide for themselves, I think they'll start seeing a lot of things differently. And hopefully, one day, they'll realize that the differences between Dahnans and Renans don't matter at all.
So then, now that you've decided to follow your heart, what do you want to do next, Alphen?
I want to find Nazamil. I'm not sure what she's going through, but I can't help but feel like she needs us. But first, I want to go to Niez.
Niez?
I want to speak to the people in different cities like I did in Olzebek. I'll start with Niez. I'll start sowing the seeds in every town, so that maybe, one day...
That's quite an undertaking. Difficult for a hero, let alone one man.
Well, I guess we'll just have to lend him a hand then, won't we?
Niez it is then.
Unlike Ulzebek, both Dahnans and Renans live in Niez. How do you plan to start?
Good question. Do you think we should talk to people separately or together?
Separately would raise questions. I believe at the same time is better.